Good evening, love. Good evening, light. And welcome to this evening's Galactic Gathering of Lights for the March 2018 Equinox, the day of perfect harmony and balance of night and day as we celebrate the first day of spring here in the Northern Hemisphere and the first day of autumn in the summer in the Southern Hemisphere. So here we are planting the seeds tonight for beautiful manifestations, light language blessings, sharings, whatever comes our way, whatever channels through. Beautiful energies today, all day long. And I welcome all of you who are here with us today. I welcome my wonderful co-host, Will, from Reiki with Will. So welcome to you too, Will. And thank you once again for joining me on another Equinox. I think it's great that we can actually say we've actually shared a few of them now over the last couple of years. So kind of cool.
Absolutely. It's great to be here. It is always a pleasure to co-create anything with you, Wendy. Magnificent soul. And as we celebrate this balance, I don't know if we're going to be balanced tonight because we're going to be laughing already. So, but that's what this celebration is about. It's the celebration of the New Year cycle. It's the rebirth. We're done with winter, which is the death cycle. And now we're in the rebirth cycle.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that, guys.
What, the feedback? We just needed to hear it again. That's all.
I'm just checking. I was just checking the YouTube chat to see. I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Sorry about that, Will. I apologize for the interruption.
Okay. I didn't know if you were drawing or whatever. Sometimes when I start talking, you just want to draw. I'm sure we'll have some of that. But it's always a great time to talk about balance, to talk about finding the balance within and creating that sacred marriage in our heart. Yeah, because they want to talk already.
Yes, it's already been, I don't know, it's been a little bit kind of a quiet day for me because it's been really cold and rainy here today. And I had to say, I just wanted to shout out to Will for this morning. He was doing a water blessing this morning. It was freezing cold in Rochester.
Yes.
And it was like, and there he is in the water. And so later on in the day, I had some errands to run. And so I also went down to the lake, and it was snowing here. In Tennessee, it was cold, windy, raining, snowing. It was nasty. And I was like, I started to make a video, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. I said, I'll save my energy for tonight. I said, because I was just freezing. And I'm like, I said, no, I'm going.
Oh, it's cold.
So yay for you.
You got it all on film too. I put my hand in the water and go, oh, okay, this is cold. I'm gonna have to call on the holy fire now. I don't want to stand up.
And I was laughing because I'm like watching you going, what a trooper. Because I could tell just how cold it was. And so I blessed the waters without I did touch them, and Ranger swam for a little while. But I was like, okay, that's enough. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
So yes, it was a day of blessings, of gratitude, so I loved how you started the day with the water blessing. So I just wanted to give you a shout out
for me. So I don't know if that's starting your
day.
That's
true. It really, well, that's true. For me, it was still relatively morning. So. And I wanted to say hi, everybody out there. I was looking to see Well, first of all, let me welcome everybody in the room. I wanted to say hi to everybody. I've haven't had the pleasure of gotten the chance to hang out with Tammy yet. So I wanted to say hi to Tammy and Alicia from Temple Beautiful and our buddy Jody, who types to us and and lends us her love and her energy. And of course, my dear buddy Bree. So thank you all for being here with us and sharing in our energies today. And we already were starting to giggle. So so I'm already loving this idea, whether it's cold or not. It's still the first day of spring here, and so we're just really relishing in it. And so I wanted to welcome everybody here, and I wanted to welcome, let's see who else we got out. We've got Heather's watching, Ascension Energetics, Katie, Garrison, Solar. Oh yeah, I thought you were in here. I was like, what happened to Solar? Who else we got here? And Katie, our other Katie. So I wanted to say hi to everybody. Thank you for being here and sending us your love and energy as well. So I did want to start out with light language blessings, of course. So thank you all. Niaure sia barioso toshibikiaro sono pelaharo korean barosa marakorea. Adokorea samonia satoshi ikia sotosopola oya keshe lisikia tosiri kiwarakareasa. Today I too was feeling the energies of the earth. I've got this like green and orange and the idea of leaves and so I was kind of feeling this transition of both energies of the spring and the autumn, the green coming and the green leaving, and again this idea of divine balance of bringing forth and sowing the seeds for new manifestations. And today, this idea of the real new year. I've always believed, even as a kid, that the real new year was the first day of spring. It never seemed really right to me that it was on January 1st. And even though it 1/1 is a great energy, right? And so, and today's energy of 7 works. And so we've got this exploring the 7 higher spiritual energy and the 11 year of 2018. And the 5 of the 3 and the 2 is this idea of change as well for humanity as we all shift into a new energy and new change of our own realities and realizing that we really can manifest and change everything by sowing the seeds of intention. Imikia satosobriato original kelakiti sania samara orakania mayoshanaki payosomoto sebarakosere. And for any of you who have been watching me for a little while, you may already know that there's lots of videos of me out there in the woods when I lived up north and in the farm fields. And one of my favorite times of year was these times of the year when springtime, when I would see the farmers come and they would till the fields. And Bree's been walking in those fields with me in the mud. And it was one of the most glorious experiences of my life to see and to witness the changes of the seasons, the planting of the seeds, the communications that I had with the beings, the spiritual beings, the hybrid children, the leaves, the soil, every grain of soil. It was as if I was connecting to absolutely everything. And I felt so privileged to walk these beautiful rows in the farm fields within the woods and to experience cycle after cycle for, gosh, 30 years. I experienced this in that place and became friends, literally, with the trees that I planted there. I watched them from this tiny to just enormous, gorgeous plants, trees, flowers, shrubs, walking through the forest and watching as the seeds fall and the flowers bloom. And then here we're celebrating autumn for those in the Southern Hemisphere. And that also then the reaping of of those seeds, of the manifestations of whatever it was that were, of the seeds that were set in that spring, to be able to manifest the abundance of that in the autumn time, and appreciating the work that went into it. And I remember walking through these fields, and they would alternate the crops, and sometimes it was corn higher than me, and I would stand there thinking how blessed I was to be able to stand here amid rows and rows of these cornfields and these stalks. And it was as if I was communicating and communing with every single thing that went into every single one of those kernels of corn: the water, the soil, the sun, my light languages. I blessed everything every time I went out there. Everything. It was the most beautiful communication I have ever experienced in the quiet of my own mind, of my own self. And it was during that time that I really was learning to connect with myself in the light languages, and began needing to share it with the world, that information. That connection that I was receiving was so profound for me that it was the most important thing I could ever do. And I really wanted to share that. And with the alchemy of that and the light languages, and it made me appreciate, along with getting Ranger and walking these fields with him, and his joy as well, watching him with me, and the fun that he was having in all of the seasons. And I was out there rain or shine every single day, no matter what. Very seldom, unless it was just too dangerous for us to be out there, too cold or whatever, we were out there. And it gave me an appreciation even for winter, because I don't like the cold. And I moved further south for that reason, but it's much milder here. But I communicated and with snow and ice crystals, and I understood things, the multidimensional world, by studying really the world around me in my own backyard. Every blade of grass, every flower, it became clear to me the connection between me and everything in creation. And that's what I wanted to share with the world. And when I started speaking light languages as well, something really changed. I began to understand the power that we have to truly manifest and clean and clarify and speak to the trees and the flowers. We can hear them. We can help them grow. We can purify the earth. We can bless the waters. We can bless the rain, the soil, the sand. And that's what I wanted to bring to the world. And I feel that every time I make a video, and I feel that whenever Will makes a video. I feel it when any of us are sharing these experiences. And as all of us share this stuff on all the social medias, our photographs, the sunlight, the sunlight, the sunlight. I can't get enough of taking photographs of the sunlight. It's like it's feeding me. And then the light off the water. We know that plants make sound. They make symphonies of orchestras of music that we hear when we walk through the forest, when we speak to the plants. Today's number 7 also reminds me of sacred geometry and numerology and all of that. So for me, that was part of my blessing today, was to share my gratitude and appreciation for what I've learned, how I've grown, how I've connected to all that is, simply by connecting to my world around me, right where I was, and appreciating no matter what even if it wasn't the perfect place, I made it perfect the perfect place for me to grow and expand and connect. So I wanted to share that importance for all of us to connect with our plant kingdoms, our animal kingdoms, the crystal kingdoms. We're surrounded tonight. I'm surrounded by my crystals. We are the guardians of Gaia, and we speak, we feel this energy in our crystals, we share it, we alchemize, we put it back in to the crystals, and we receive back. Samiria soto sabiria no gawaria toshemi koraki. Sote somonia dokoya soto shabaki warakose. Sonity. And it makes us feel grounded and secure and loved, because we realize everything's perfect just the way it is. And everything in nature in its imperfection is absolutely perfect. And you begin to see that every single thing is absolutely, absolutely the way it needs to be. And it's perfect in every cycle. And it makes you appreciate you and your own divine perfection. So, Will, would you like to offer a blessing for us as well now? And then I'd like to invite anybody else one by one after Will as well.
Absolutely. So the first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to ask the Holy Fire to flow into and around in every way and everywhere and everywhere. And I set aside my ego and my personality so that I may be a clear channel. Ni itiniana asakaya sahia tata isanana utatapoho itanana wata tachishisha isasahaya akanania ishishaka oa niatanona ototora shawa ikiniho koa narieta kosh. Namaste.
Mia shoto kiana ki la tosa para hanoko la cosa na te sotosha mia ki ala ki sa tashniata ki. So many levels and so many layers that we are connected. Nia soto bashiana ki atasaneta. Ia sotoshe. So, who would like to offer us a New Year's spring blessing this evening in any language that you like? And I'll just watch. I'm looking for anybody who wants to unmute. How about, are you there, Alicia?
Sure. Wait, tell me one more time. Spring. I was all amped up and excited, and then just total mind blank. So spring and New Year's and
the equinox. It's the and divine balance, feminine and masculine.
Okay.
So
okay, we could do this. The oki ano dia tia sho ono tia pa aya koto na yo tia ko o tia aya na o tia pa ni ki shu no to o tia aya na hiakia o tia sha ko ni o tia na hana o ko po ya na ti ya o ya na kania shu tu o ni ama ayata kunia nani taya honia opo ya shatana namia no ni aya no ni aya na o ya na nania ko to piana shatia ho ni amana. Namaste.
Nia tosha me kia sata sewa aloha ke no de vishnoria. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Tammy, are you there? I was just checking in to see if she's there. Okay. Okay, we'll come back to you. Hello, Solar. You are there. Would you like to say hello or offer a blessing? I don't want to put you on the spot if you don't want to talk.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Good evening. Allow us to use cycles and release all that is no longer serve us as we release and receive of our faith into one. Allow us to take this into our everyday lives and path and center of it.
Yosoto Shimiyaki Isatashe Diata. Thank you. Now Oishakia. And I know Jody doesn't have a working mic. So I just wanted to say hello and welcome her. And thank her for all of the exchanges that we have on a regular basis, and she's always sharing her love and her energy with me. So I wanted to thank her for that too. And Katie, are you there, Katie? Can you speak?
Hi.
Hi, darling. My elemental girl. She's talking to the trees with me.
Always. Happy Equinox. Okay, so I will do a light language blessing and see what comes through. Inak droko sahe te shi ola leia ta Gaia naho utaraya pa aiki loko na e sieta rea o goasi alaki otoro soko shahaya na ayo tuku paraya ta ka anana hia toko histaya toko lala paya trisi no goa paparia to suwa katarada tia loko sonoma. Namaste.
See, she starts laughing already. Oh, I love that background too.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Got a lot going on.
Oh, I always got a lot going on.
So did you do anything in particular today to usher in the spring, Katie?
Well, considering that it was super icy, snowy rain.
So it's like,
I
what
wasn't
is today's weather?
Yeah, I wasn't particularly motivated.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like many of us were particularly motivated today to be outside.
But the energy's been there. I was watching a lot of videos, and actually, the last night, I did a bunch of cleansing ritual stuff and like lit some candles and burned some things, and so that's always nice. And then I got up with a friend to offer some advice and condolences. And so it was a good day altogether. It was very good.
Excellent. Oh, that's really good. That's very good.
Yeah.
See, that's what the beautiful simplicity of that, even just, it was like I didn't do anything really well, I did my part today. I actually drove my recycling.
Oh, well, see, that's good.
And my trash to the recycling center, because here where I live is very rural. So nice. I have no garbage service at all. So
and that's a representation of getting out of the old.
So I
clean house.
I do my due diligence and I separate it all, and we drive it there, and each thing has to be, you have to get out of your vehicle and put it into each of the big bins. And so, yes, it makes you even feel more responsible and so, yeah. 100%. So that's, it was kind of my day of, my way of giving back to Gaia and taking a trip that wouldn't normally be so wonderful.
Yeah, totally.
And making it fun. And so, it was great. And
that's good.
So, it's nice to be able to appreciate the
I agree. The flow, the flow of it, making it, I don't know, making it special.
Well, and just making a difference in someone's life, and even in the
Hmm.
smallest of ways, I think is probably the best gift we could give each other. And as we have these kinds of gatherings, that's the most important part for me, or the I guess the most special part of it for me, is that we get to engage together and meet each other in a way that we, never have before. So
100%. Sometimes I feel like I get really stuck inside myself. And then when I like pull myself out and like get out of my own head and I'm being helpful to somebody else, or I'm just like engaging with somebody else and sharing something that I have to offer, it completely changes my headspace. So I know exactly what you mean.
And isn't that what they usually say, is if you want to help yourself, help another? Because oftentimes when we're not feeling good about ourselves or our circumstances, I would say probably 100% of the time, when we help somebody else through any way of support or guidance in any way, we come away feeling greater, and the one who got the gift. And that's kind of cool. That's
right.
Really cool.
That's the law of attraction.
That's and I really think that these days, like celebrating the sun cycles and the moon cycles together, I think that's part of the whole reason why we, as a civilization, as a human collective, have always collected on these types of celestial events, because it gives us a reason to connect and to remind ourselves that we are, in all of our absolute uniquenesses, we are so completely the same.
Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. And look, I've got my blue kyanite here with me. I dreamt about it.
Oh my God.
And this is the one that wanted to be. And it's this one, it helps connect the higher with the lower. It's a connecting stone. So I thought it was funny you were saying that. I'm holding it.
I was looking for my kyanites today, and I was like, I got my blue kyanite, and then I got an Indian kyanite as a gift from Bree. And I was like, something about this thing, when I hold it, it's like, I was looking, I was like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It had dumped out into my bag, and I was like looking everywhere.
I dreamt about this specific one last night. Sometimes I dream about stones, and then they tell me that they want to like be in my frequency. So I was like, okay, this is the one today.
And I'm so glad that, I love this segue, because this is exactly what I'm talking about this is what we're doing with this age of Aquarius. And inviting in this idea that we are absolutely connected to everything. You cannot make up how we feel about our connections to these things, and our stones.
I can't make this shit up.
All day. And I was writing today too. Gosh, so many things. It's like, all of the information just floods in too. Like today was about the number 7. So I'm like, okay, it's about unlock. So I go to the symbol, which means unlock, which is this one, and so it's like, so I'm like, okay, we're unlocking the belief systems. It's like we're unlocking the beliefs that we really, really are connected to everything, and we actually have the power to change anything. and so, it's like even the powerful connection to the crystals and how they related to me today about the angels, and what crystals are related to what angels, and what aura colors, and how do they affect us, and how does colors and frequency affect all of us, and and how I was feeling today connected to with the green and but yet the idea of orange and coming out and being bright and brilliant, yet and then the spring of green, and yet the idea of falling leaves and the colors of orange and green, and the leaves as they change for the autumn, and feeling this total connection to crystals, and how the flowers and the colors are connected to us, and the colors and our chakras, and the scents and the smells, and just, it's like how I've always wondered, even growing up, how could you not think that you're not connected to like everything?
Yes. 100%. So amazing.
So yeah. So Bree, are you there? Would you like to give us a blessing or springtime equinox, wisdom, words of wisdom?
Mihiata tataka rohote shanna te koe mahareta sohoko shanti kiri te as arahanno te kari hasau shakaya ma sohokoto hono toto shihira sohonea hao nihisa horohoya shi anehasiara hateka maha sihir as aus am area as osh ok eran hanan doro shihayata Mihisiaya, Hiarahiasiaya, Hiarahiasiara, Haya Sahara, Hasau, Sahan Hayayata. Nisi hiso shoho he hia ne hia yosoea. Miso hosoho e shihia nisa sao se ashihea hia oteaya. Mihesa hoso rosho onti kara dasi ni es os ok era as an ik ara is ok washahanan ka au koahaya. Hier hos o he hia ant as era haus hoe hanyak e os hoe ki ara hata sa haunea ya shode. Nio kohoto e hea yasha. Nia sara tokoa. I feel so much warmth in my heart right now. We'll see.
Oh man, that's so awesome. I think about the days of walking in those fields with you and, and what a trooper you were.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
And all of it. Just
every time I go to Chicago, I drive by Wadsworth. I'm just like, Wendy! Yes, Wendy!
For anybody who's just tuning in or doesn't know, Bree and I used to live about an hour away from each other, and I moved 9 hours south of where I used to live, because it's warmer and the climate's just a lot more, a little more neutral, and so it was very nice to be able to meet Bree and to be able to meet Will and Katie. And I know Tammy, look at her, she's smiling. She's like, and so Tammy's just telling me the other day too, she's like, I'm going to meet you and I'm going to drive over there and I'm going to. So I wanted now that I can see her, I'm like, okay, so what would you like to share with us this evening on this wonderful equinox and New Year's? And I have not yet got to
my heart
see
is
Tammy face to face speaking languages, so I'm so excited.
My heart is just bursting. It's overflowing with so much tremendous joy, and each and every one of you are bringing that expansion in. And I'm feeling so blessed and so filled with your grace that let's see what's coming through to respond back, because my heart is wide open. And very playful, so I think it's going to be playful. Bakasha de Mikiti Moscravisi Mikala and Sabokorishale and Simikin Wiki, La 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 Koshat P, La 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 Coration and Shimikita Kala, Nana Somakali, Sirabitita Maka, La 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 Koshalita Mikita Bokoriti Pikita, La 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 Koshatita Baka. Minana shala shakorshi tipika tatako sabikiti taka la la korshi nini satapapa la kasha la kosha pitini maka satapikiti tala luni kitibakala na shokre shabikiti baka na la ka ya shikiti mikiti ba pirinina shakari podriti pakara da kosha lene sinimikira na ko pinasa Lonena shalana namakole sanamaka kashaleni sinimiti pinana sho porese lanana ko tapa. Thank you. Thank you.
Niatosa inkiasa tosa koyasa toshinia kia ontiasa. So
Yeah.
so tell everybody how long you've been speaking light languages.
Oh my goodness. It feels like my entire life. But yet it's not. And I don't even know what that just said, but
we know what you mean though.
I totally lost the ability to speak my English language because there was just no words to express that which I was expanding into. And then I woke up one morning and I heard, time for you to learn your light languages. And along comes Wendy, the first thing I punched into the YouTube. I listened to her and I lay there streaming, tears streaming down my eyes. And all I knew was she's speaking my language, whatever that was. No idea. And then it was a little bit of time thereafter and maybe only 2 videos. And she connects with me and says, I've been guided to speak with you. And we have this 9-hour conversation on Zoom. And then I said, well, how do I do this? Like, how do I speak this language? And she said, just follow along with me. I watched one video and the next thing you know, it was like, blah, 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 blah. And now I do it openly in public with people because I just, and it just has to happen. It is coming through that way. And walking in the woods, being in nature is that much more like, I was speaking chipmunk yesterday and it was marvelous. And then I turned my back and it wasn't there. And I went, was it ever really there? You know?
Of course it was.
Oh, I know. And it's just, I have tears in my eyes right now. There's just not enough language in our own limited language to express the emotion that can be conjured through this magical exchange and what we're sharing right here. And I mean,
even just believing or
yeah,
forgetting that we can or used to speak chipmunk or bird, or that when I sit and listen to a conversation of the birds in the trees, and it's as if I actually understand a level of what they're saying. Of course we are. It's that we forgot that we could do that.
Exactly. Yes.
It's not that we're learning how to do something new. We're remembering how to do something we've always been able to do. And the emotion we experience behind it is the remembering that, oh my God, yes, I can do this.
Yes. Yeah. It's magical.
It is. It's magic. And then we think it's magic when it was there all along. And that's what's so magical about it and indescribable. And when we say, literally words cannot teach. I can tell somebody all day long what it's like to go do that and experience that. But until you go do it, walk it, feel it, channel it, experience it, you just can't know. And if you think that just being outside or just walking in the park or just getting an animal or a plant isn't enough, and so here we are with all of these crystals around, and here's our rose water, my little friend. Got our rose water.
Oh,
so here's my homemade rose water, everybody. So this is another way we connect, through color, through scents, through sounds, through music, through each other. These are all the languages of lights, all of it. Everything is emitting a song, a power. If I was actually laughing how my guides show me some things and sometimes, and how they said why do you think people, when they do psychedelics, when you see like the traces and the colors, and they're like, that's what it's really like for example, they're saying to me, that's what it's really like when you believe and understand you have the power to manipulate matter and energy, that if you could actually see what's happening when you're doing this, you'd be like, oh, ooh, wow. You'd be like, wow. If you could actually see what you're doing with light languages, what's actually happening when that music goes out into the ethers. What does it look like to you? So how do you explain what being in love feels like? How do you explain what when you behold something within your vision, regardless of what it is, when you behold it with such utter love that you are in divine tears of wordlessness, that where there is just no, like you said, no words. We are beginning to understand what that feels like, to move into becoming a telepathic consciousness, remembering that we're a telepathic consciousness, because we begin to understand when you feel it, there really are no words. You cannot possibly put to words. And this is, again, where light language comes. It's like, how do you explain to somebody how a song makes you feel? How do you explain the feeling, the energy in motion that you're experiencing? How do you put that into words? You really can't. All you can do is paint a picture, an image. Our bodies don't know the difference. Our bodies don't understand the difference, that if you imagine something, you create it in your mind's eye. Your body doesn't understand the difference. If you really, really believed it and knew you could, and I've said this before, and if you believed every day with every ounce of you that in your meditation you were training for a marathon, your body would begin to respond in kind as if you were actually running. And as much as there's a deficit of beliefs there, where you're like, I can imagine that to be true, but can I really believe that to be true? There's a gap there. This gap is closing. This is what's happening. This is what ascension means. This is what awareness means. This is what the age of Aquarius means. This is what being in tune with all that is. It's understanding that this is what you are. You are a multidimensional light being occupying a physical situation, and becoming aware of that, and then having the physical manifestation in response, the physical response to that is overwhelming to a human. And I will say, and this is kind of something that I shared with Bree, that is, I feel this bold happening in this beginning and ending, that the people who don't want to do this are taken off.
Yeah.
They're just saying, mm-mm. And those of us who decided to do this and remind people of their own amazingness and magic and light and ability, and awaken their consciousness, that is the most divine gift we have to share and receive. And again, you can't put words to it. How do you even, it is the most valuable gift that there is. And yet we try to put a price on it, but even that, we begin to understand how even what we used to put value in is almost so completely irrelevant. So completely irrelevant. And these are the seeds that we're planting in this 2018 power of 11, in this balance of, and look at around us, how the divine feminine, the divine masculine are finally coming to a balance. And here we are today with this equinox in as Aries begins today, the sign of Aries. The sign of Aries is also the very first, is the new year of the astrological new year. The astrology signs begin with Aries. So here we are today with an equinox falling within the sign of Aries, the sign of fire energy, the sign of the sun, the sign of ascended masters of the 2018 portal of 11. Using this energy of these celestial events, once again, is about taking advantage of this energy and stepping into and out of, into the light and out of that, the limiting belief systems we so easily now throw around. Even now we throw around so easily the idea of releasing what no longer serves us. But what does that actually mean to you? What is it? It means even in the most inconsequential of circumstances, standing in your truth and just, and not even needing to broadcast it, but being your truth and no longer needing to even apologize for it. And that's not even the word I'm looking for. It's like you don't even need to prove anything. You just are who you are. And by that divine acceptance of being who you are, you give everyone else the divine acceptance to accept them who they are. And they, instead of competing with the rest of the world, understand it's their own divine brilliance that they've been looking to see all along, that they've been waiting to shine, and that all along you've been told why that is, why you shouldn't be shining. And now we're coming into this understanding of every reason why we should be. And that's the belief that we're releasing is that it's okay to even release the belief. It's, you know, and now we know by sheer intention, show me what I'm not seeing. Show me now. I'm no longer afraid to see what I'm not seeing. That's why it's called light work. And I know a lot of people call it shadow work, but I call it light work. So, because light work's the hardest work I think I've ever done. My own light work, my own finding my own light, sharing my own light, and by sharing my own light every day and not being afraid, we give somebody else the permission to share and shine their own light and say, wow, and look how much brighter we are together. Look what we can do together, you know? And people will shun sports and think it's kind of goofy and stuff. But you know what? When I look at sports, and I came from Chicago, which is like the epitome of the sports, you know, there is not one team in Chicago that's not, you know, well known. And so a lot of people disregard the energy that's created in the idea of a team, the camaraderie, the complete and utter acceptance of each and every individual on that team, yet the utter importance of each and every person on the team. And that if every person was the same, played the same position, you wouldn't have a team. If everybody was good at the same thing, you wouldn't have a team. And even if you don't understand the rules of the game, you don't have to understand the rules of the game to see what happens between these people when they're engaging in this energy together, when they are unlimiting themselves in their physicalness, when they believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that no matter what happens in the outcome, that they're doing the best they can in that moment. And what do they show us at the end of that game? They walk away together. They are not enemies. They are friends, family members. So, and as I was watching the Olympics, the Winter Olympics, and I'm watching what's unfolding across the globe, and I'm seeing the magic that's happening in this 2018 Winter Olympics and how different this one is than any other I've ever watched, and what it meant globally, and how they showed the rest of the world what it really means to accept and excel and come together and do your best, and not be afraid to cry, not be afraid to be together. They're not even in competition with each other necessarily, although they are competing for the medals. But yet you see the camaraderie, the understanding of what went into that, and the sharing of the glory, and the understanding that even though each of them were there to earn their own medal, they were also part of a team, and that if they do well, the team excels, and that everybody does better. And look what we saw. We saw 2 nations come together this year. And I knew the moment they walked out together, something shifted, that something was changing in our world. And that's what I feel like this rebirth is about today. And it's interesting how I can have meditations all morning and take notes, and it's just all about now, right now. Doesn't matter what I wrote. It doesn't matter what I heard this morning. It doesn't matter if I remembered even what they talked about today. What matters is right now and this energy today. So I'm going to get a drink of water. Will. Hi, Will. See how passionate I am about this stuff.
It's one of the reasons why I love you.
Passionate about passion.
Yes, now. Welcome to the new now. Now is so important. And there's so many times that we as humans in our humanity are looking forward to something. We're looking forward to something in 3 days or 5 days. And we leave this now to go explore what it might feel like, which is okay to do. But if you're already creating awesomeness in this now, why would you leave this now? Or if you're worried about something that's going to happen in a week or a month or 6 months, why leave the awesomeness of this now, especially this now? Because this now is pretty awesome. Why would you leave this to go explore disappointment, to explore worry? Why would you leave this now? And about anger. Somebody pissed me off a week ago. Why would you leave the awesomeness of this now to go explore that anger some more? Didn't you have enough of it when it happened? And even worse than that, somebody who upset you 10 years ago, or 20 years ago, or 30 years ago. Are you tired of visiting that spot? Welcome to the new now. But if you want to, I will cheer you on while you do it, because you're choosing it. If we actively choose it to do it, that is exercising our free will. And we don't need to second guess why we're doing it, because guess what? That's another boat anchor. So if we're second guessing why we're still exploring this anger from 10 years ago, that just wants to make us explore it some more. But gratitude, gratitude helps us, one, return to the now, or see the light in that now, in their previous now. And if we could jump to that 10 years ago now, and still feel those emotions as if they're happening now, We can also then send emotions back to that now. Since they can come here, we can go there. And we can send gratitude to that now for the learning that that anger has caused. We can express appreciation that we're in this now and not in that now. Gratitude is, it's the awesomeness in this now. It's the awesomeness of the ability to step up on each rung of the ladder of vibration. I didn't know I'd be on my soapbox right now. But the gratitude is, it raises the vibration. Gratitude and intention were there at the moment of the first creation. Of the creation of this multiverse. I am, I think, I do. And I'm grateful for all that I see and I experience. For we can access all nows from this now. And we can spread the gratitude and the love into all the nows. Just an unlimited mind, or don't even think about the mind's limitation. If your heart wants to do it, do it. If your heart wants to be it, be it. Naya chichahoa kawa nananisia tatahoa shisha ya ha hi nana ohoa nanda kesisi shishikui oyata. Be your heart's fondest dreams. Naya kanono utatushi wiata hashikawata. I can talk for days. Ishishawa.
Nisata sipikiado toriabesano o kiata shatori sabarakiki shinatakira. So I posoro sabarakiana nikila kodia shabarakisa natikila kodia barasaja o shabakewa. So tesapariando de paloha mariano a kusa poshutaki utukusa namarikia. Se tikin dia barasono de berasatashi in nikila kodia basano tobe sotopashanatakila. So they're showing me about crystal balls and how we've always used the crystal ball as a way of, for example, seeing into the future, if you will. So let's talk about, we're talking about being in the now and seeing in the future. Sorry, I got an itch, guys. So we're talking about the ability, really what we're talking about is the ability to see and understand that really what you're looking at is every now, that you are literally when we can bring ourselves to understand that we are all the same point of energy, if you will, and that we're sharing that same point, but from a different perspective. And that does get into, physics and the idea of understanding, parallel realities and understanding that we're navigating through, an infinite number of nows every moment. But when we can raise ourselves once again to that level of understanding, all of the anger, the anguish, the judgment, the sadness, the pain and suffering melts away when we begin to understand that everything is a divine cyclical orchestration of source, of God, of all that is experiencing itself as all of us, all at the same time. And that when we open ourselves to this understanding, we really can connect to all of those things. And many of us know several channelers who have that innate ability. I say innate, well, we all have the innate ability because we're all born with it. So it's a matter of activating it and and activating it, the beginning of any activation of any kind, when we call activation, it's an illumination. It's a realization. Don't you feel illuminated and lighter, and the light bulb goes off? We talk about the light bulb goes off when we realize something, that we go click, the light goes on. And so we illuminate that within ourselves. And when we illuminate that within ourselves, we begin to understand that we have that ability to pull in that information, and that we do, when we do, say, have a memory, when we go back to a past or a future, potential future moment, we're accessing. So say somebody says a crystal ball, they say the future. Well, there is no the future. And so when we can understand that we create the future by our frequency, and that, sure, I can see a future that if I do this and they do that, and then this happens, blah, 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 based on what I already know about how I already act, or I can let go of all of that and say, once again, I can create that reality. And most of us humans, when we say we have choices before us, for example, we see a path and a path and a path. We call it the fork in the road, for example. Well, most of us can only see a fork. Maybe some of us can even see 4 choices. But when we let go of even those ideas of those 4 choices, now we let in all the infinite number of choices that we have available to us that we never even thought of. That's when the light bulbs go off, when it's the things that you realize that weren't even part of the things that you thought you already knew, that were a part of your potential choices. Because now you have reminded yourself that your consciousness is simply the floor to what you feel is the ceiling, to what I feel is the best thing I could possibly create. Yes, like Will said, you can envision that, but you need to let go of the how, the what, the when, the why, what it's going to look like when it gets here. And then when it gets here, you don't like it. Well, that's just to tell you, well, okay, well, then you need to create something new or different. It's like, okay, well, I didn't like what I created. Right now is yesterday's creation, right? It's so, whatever we manifested around us is something we thought about doing, and now we have it. And, it's a possession, if you will, if you want to call it that, but really we're just experiencing what it means to, have this experience. So when we can understand that we are a series of experiences, we learn to love the experience for what it is, and then the judgment drops away of ourselves and each other, and allows all of us as a consciousness to give each other permission to just be who we came to be. So we allow these illuminations, these light language activations, really to empower all of the light codes and DNA, if you will, the knowingness. Really, we're really just turning the light on our own knowingness, what we're already capable of. I think we work so hard at trying to get something and gain something and learn something, and when it's already there, all we got to do is get out of our own way. And that doesn't mean you have to do everything. It's just like, it doesn't mean I want to necessarily go be a skydiver. Maybe somebody else does, but that doesn't mean that I can't imagine the experience, or that but it's what pertains to you. What's your highest excitement, your highest joy? It doesn't matter what the other guy's doing, or your family, or what they're doing, or eating, or saying, or watching, or who they voted for, or how. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is your connection to your light, what's you. Who are you? Who am I? And what did I come here to express? And how do I want to express it in the most joyous, enthusiastic way that I possibly can? And accept the fact that if that changes tomorrow, that's okay too. That I'm not going to beat myself up about it. And I'm not going to hold myself hostage to something that I thought that I put all this time and energy and blood, sweat, and tears into, and wah, so what? It's not even real. That was an experience that you are bringing into this now. You get to experience it now. And you get to experience the fact that you spent years toiling over that thing that you can't seem to let go of because you put so much imaginary time and energy into it. You have to be able to say, okay, when we say what doesn't serve us anymore, what doesn't make you happy anymore? What makes you not want to put your feet on the ground in the morning? What makes you not want to take care of yourself? What makes you so riddled with ick that you can't function, that you can't think, that you can't eat right, or do the things that are important to you, or even think the thoughts that you want to think because you're so worried about what everybody else in your life is doing? Stop it.
Stop it. Stop it. I like what you said. What if when you woke up in the morning, you think of 5 things that you want to do that are going to bring you joy? Who cares if you have time to do it? If you just think of those 5 things, those 5 things are going to bring you joy. And now you're focusing on the future, and you're focusing on your joy, and you're engaging in the law of attraction, and you're holding the correct end of the magic wand. You are not shooting yourself with the magic wand anymore. You are shooting out to the universe. This is what I want. This is what makes me joyful. Hika, acha, uka, tatarasa, tatikininia, toora sakata, tatira, tatara, shukohua, tatisha. And then maybe when you put your feet on the floor, when you get up, go, yes. I wonder if one of those 5 things are going to happen today. I wonder. And I wonder when it comes into my experience, I wonder what it's going to feel like. We can experience a judgment. The judgment simply is. It's there. We don't have to invite it in. It can just sit there and look at us while we march and be our joy. Hey, what's up, judgment? Chiki, my judgment is a Mr. Judgment. Sometimes my judgment is a misjudgment. A misjudgment. You like that? Thank you, Spirit. Chiki. So no. That's the definition of getting in our way. It's the second guessing. It's the what if. But we can use the what if. What if I think positively? What if? Oh my goodness, I just thought positively for a second. Oh no, I had the willingness to receive, which is the definition of positivity. I wonder what it's going to be like when I get that ultimate chocolate cake. I have the ultimate fork and the ultimate plate and the ultimate, I don't know, I don't drink dairy anymore, but I was going to say the ultimate glass of milk. So my ultimate glass of milk would not have dairy in it.
Yeah, me too. I'm all about cashew milk, man.
And it doesn't matter what we wish to create. Is it bringing you joy. Tatanana tatashi is thinking about it bringing you joy. Party on. Take steps toward it. When you take steps toward it, how does it make you feel? Let's party on and continue along this road.
Isn't it funny too how we'll imagine something that we want, and so we say, okay, visualize it, and then as soon as we visualize what we want, all the old junk and belief systems kick in right away to tell us all the reasons why we can't have the thing that we want in this now because of all the things that are the way that they are now. If we put a fraction of the energy into thinking about what it's going to look like when it's turning out the way you do want, and then letting it go. How many times do we wake up in the morning and the first thing you think of is the laundry list of all the junk, all the things you have to do, especially the things you don't want to do. And then you think about how, and all of it starts to churn. And if we just, I find myself just saying, okay, like, yep, put all of that stuff on the universe's side to take care of. And the most important things for me today are the things to think about that are going to bring me joy, because I know that the universe has my back. I'm going to get done everything I need to do. The things are going to turn out exactly the way I want them to turn out, as long as I stay in the frequency of my joy and remember that that's how I change my reality. It's not about trying to make something happen. It's about your frequency, changing your frequency, and then allowing the universe to bring to you that thing that it is that you really, really need. So I know we were talking today about all the things that we all want to physically manifest, like Will needs a computer and Jody needs some technology. And so we're saying, okay, today is about literally moving into the excitement of feeling what it's like, say, Will, feeling what it's like to sit and do a hangout with your brand new shiny laptop.
Hopefully not too shiny.
Well, you know what I mean.
I like the matte black. That's
what mine is too.
I get it.
Mine's the new matte black, so. But literally visualizing what it is that you want in your life, and then don't allow yourself to talk yourself out of it because as soon as we do that, we lower our frequency back into the place where we're back into the place where we don't have it, rather than knowing the universe it's already happening. It's a very subtle difference, but we can shift very quickly. And very simply and easily now, because we understand the power that we have to be able to do that now with our intentions. And it was interesting. They said to me today, I love words and how the language works. Tammy's really good at words and language too. I like how she puts words together. And even though she says there are no words, she has a very nice way with words. And I'm trying to decipher where I wanted to actually go with that.
Tammy's eloquent with her words.
I was thinking about, I had a particular thought in my head, and I kind of twisted it around, so I have to come back around to it. Woo, I like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, so there we are. Okay, so we're picturing what it is that we want, and I'm picturing your matte. See, now I've got your matte black laptop. Now I've got it as a visual as you in front of your matte black laptop, and mine's matte black too. And we right away, we'll tell ourselves all the reasons why because of our current circumstances we can't have that thing that we want, when that's when we have to realize that that's the frequency is what changes that reality for us. And by remembering that, because now we understand that the power that self-language, that self-talk has, and that it doesn't matter what we're talking about. I am sick. I am, every time we reinforce a story, we recreate that energy right now, that frequency right now. So we are now more mindful of what story are we telling right now. This is where we understand the magic of now, and that's how you change your past. Because if you stop telling the old story, you no longer remanifest the frequency of the old story. And that means everything. That means the physical symptoms. That means the inability to do something that you want to do. It literally, and I mean this literally, physiologically changes the synapses and connections in your brain. It changes. And that's exactly what light languages do for us too. They change
Absolutely.
the molecular structure and the synapses in our brain, where we begin to understand our innate ability to telepathically communicate to anything, to each other, to our guides, to information. And if you really ask a question and you believe you're going to get the answer, you will get it as soon as you ask the question. So, and I even was doing little symbols while we were talking here. So just kind of having a little fun with some energies that have been coming through. So, so is there anybody that has anything that they'd like to share?
Oh, I gotta jump in first.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry, we'll go right ahead.
Before you open it up.
Go ahead.
So I'd like to ask the question, since you mentioned our old patterns, our old thoughts. Aren't they getting old?
Exactly.
Aren't they getting old?
Oh. You're like, God, didn't I let this go yet?
Which is okay. Be easy on yourself. Because your original thought, your original behavior, your original vibration is simply inside, waiting to come out. So now, there you go. The law of correspondence. There we go. You can speak.
Aniato soporianto I che vola coria sotto soporianto coria che esce si per quei balaiani. Di chi sotto soporiaro e si non vedo ancora para io coria per sotto sotto para coria para ia terki li hine chi to sopore esce to coria mania ta kila chi sotto sopora co soporiara. Li hine chi le anto sopora o embayara chi la coria sotto shaniate quella. Mohelo konia para sonoria konia mara kora para kieta se sepisha sanitila so awuniana kola ko polehana kaliata sapi era kusamania sara seteshine kila katoria para koyamana luhebari sonoria kotiata kalita koria mara koyata hamania alokoapa soto kiasa Minai wala koe paria sodoria kiana kila kia topiria korea intari kisa tasapari eto sapari ikiawa lihina ni ara wala koe bereshina kila todi sara kisa tasasina ni ara wa ohana korea paraso shoki so to saparu inania e wishina korea sata e kura sonona ilikui saparishina kila toti awa sanatai. I don't know what that was about. I felt like I just went right around the whole world. I don't know. It was like all the way. It was like they took me all the way around the planet. It was really interesting. Just
well said. Well said.
He said whatever they said.
Well, I want to add. I can paraphrase, but I want to add to it. The the light language, the thought of our current or previous thought patterns being old, that thought itself doesn't serve us either. But those are all functions of the mind and the ego. And when we speak our light language, we're speaking from our heart. And we're allowing our heart to speak and our heart to sing. Our minds and our egos and those thought patterns are not involved in that. So the more that you speak your light language, the more time that you are not spending in your head, or being ground down, or your ego's not telling you you can't do something, your heart is telling you, oh, you're finding appreciation. How many times are you out walking in the woods and you don't think you're going to speak light language, but then all of a sudden you're going to speak light language? Because you're tapping into the beauty. You're tapping into the appreciation. And the light language is our natural response to the beauty. It's engaging that high vibration on a high vibration. Exactly. You don't have to say a thing. Your heart and your smile was perfect.
I could just feel it. It was like I could feel this whole connection to everything. It was really, really interesting. And then I was remembering a song, sort of, well, a chant, if you will, that I had come across many, many years ago. And it's interesting how it always seems to rematerialize itself right when there's like an equinox or something like that. And so it was interesting that it fell out again. And I absolutely love this because it makes me feel very connected and connected to the elements, the elementals, the how we all came together to create this magnificent planet. And this is for, public, anybody can find this out there on the internet. I guess I'm going to wet my whistle.
And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get more water. I'll be right back.
Yes, as we all say all day, water is life. And I like how I'm seeing everybody on the internet who has been talking about blessing their water and talking to their water and infusing their water with love and light and crystals and intention. So I've been really excited about that. Yeah, tosapi kiana kila koriyama kiwa satoshe. Misato somikiana in kia satosape elaki itia iananea. Oh, so while Will's getting water, is there anybody that would like to say anything real quick before I share my little chant? Nisiakatosnia alako netea. Poseto shiapari inaniata.
Mitikata toto ishkara ante katisa horo toto shikinda yoto herano tripasha katatatai siguro to shayara tana.
I always feel so much elemental energy around Bree too. So so that's kind of, yeah, it's always I always feel it around me. I don't know. It's just, especially today on these, these kind of, occasions. And I got like tree branches and leaves all over my leggings here too. So I'm feeling all like earthy and La pera kasana sotashe likiporo sopora kotera shaniki lihina kila kieto soparekia. Okay, I need a sip of water too.
Wendy, I was gonna say, like, the last maybe 2 weeks, it seems like water has been really important. Like, I've been really dry, and a lot of people that I've been talking to also, like, water. Everybody's drinking so much water, which is good.
It makes a lot of sense too, because as we raise our frequencies, literally our bodies vibrate faster, just like microwaves, how they shake, molecules shake food. So literally, as we raise our vibrations, that literally means we're vibrating at a higher rate of speed. It's just like every other thing that has to do with frequency and resonance and vibration. And just like different types of instruments create different types of resonances and sounds and vibrations. Well, as our literally our molecules shake and vibrate faster at a higher rate, we dry out faster. And that's why channelers, especially, and before you go to bed at night, which drives me crazy because then I'm up in the middle of the night, and having to go to the bathroom half the time. But I'm guided to drink more and more water for that reason too, is because we're literally becoming more crystalline beings, and we need more water. I mean, connecting to, and so the more water content we have, the better receptacles and receivers and transmitters we are as well. Because we also have to remember, as they are reminding me, that we're not just channelers coming in one direction, we're also going in the other direction. So other beings are also channeling our energy, which also actually accelerates our energy, which is kind of an interesting thought as well.
I like that.
So I wanted to invite everybody right now, because it's this idea of connecting to this perfect balance of night and day and earth, air, fire, water, Gaia, this idea of feeling this perfect balance and using these cycles as our reference point, and this idea of we not only have come out of the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, we're also beginning today, as we mentioned earlier, with the fire energy of Aries, the astrological new year, the spring equinox being the beginning of our new year, and how many of our ancestors they celebrated the changes of the seasons as sacred passages. And so this is really why I think many of us we feel it in our bodies, our bones, our psyches. We want to beat drums and shake rattles and make music, and because we want to celebrate these times of the miracles of what we brought to this earth to allow this perfect, beautiful balance that we have, and how our animals show us, and our crops, our food, our trees, our cycles, our circles, everything shows us this beautiful, intricate balance. And so I love to share this melody with everyone, because it really makes me feel connected. And I believe I've actually recorded this before, at least once. Niasotoshmiara Kaliana. Misani kuala kunyava kulahana kulakasate sanikila toyama pashore. Sonetera koriamba. Sipikiaro somole hamaro akali satokoya poshnare liananaka. Maiden, spin your circle white. Weave a web of shining light. Stag and hawk, bear and wolf, bind us as one. Mother, spin your circle red. Weave a web of glowing thread. Earth, air, fire, and water, bind us as one. Wise one, spin your circle black. Weave the wisdom that we lack. Moonlight, sunlight, starlight, shimmer, bind us as one. Lady, spin your circle bright. Weave your web of dark and light. Earth, air, fire, and water, bind us as one. Bind us as one, doobie-doo. Bind us as one. Yasoniasha iwakaniano asate. And in this now, we remember that in every now, we are truly bound as one. From the one light and the one spirit and the one love and the one source of the one brilliant sun that shines within each and every one of us. Feel these connections to each other now. To this beautiful, beautiful planet that we came to bring into a higher frequency, to raise her vibration along with all its inhabitants, to create a world that we know in our hearts because we have seen it. And yet it is truly more beautiful and more breath-giving than we could ever begin to imagine. But imagine it, because this is the beginning, the seeds that are planted in your image, your imagination. Samira sonoa longiara sanatashe lihina tierra miano asha lihimani kalako pashero siniera mayanaka posanoko leambarashnewa halako. Bianose tese. Feel this binding now, this connectedness to your guides, the angels, the realms, and the wisdom of source, the library of love and life, that every moment you breathe, that you exist, for you will always exist. You are always adding to this library of life. You are your gift. You are a divine child, the seed of source. You have come now, in this now, to remember and gather the seeds of the whole of all that you are. And remind another. Plant the seed. that they too may teach another to plant the seeds of light. Neo'onate tashanake. Samayasonayawate shanake. And the entire creation reaps the abundance of this harvest, of these seeds that you have planted. Feel this divine balance of dark and light, of perfect night and day, of equal. Feel the equalness that you are in eternity and bring that into this now. Stand in your oneness and know that you are equal to each other and every other beam, seed of light, of source. You are all the same. Importance. Equal in every way. Remember. Remember. Remember your light. And plant the seeds in that light. Give the gift of light. And as you see that other shine, know. This is the gift of love. The gift that you were given. And you burst into existence. When the seed opened and the seeds flew out into the cosmos to become all of you. All of the pieces, the seeds, wherever you were scattered to experience. But you are still the one flower. Well, hi, guys.
That was beautiful. You
just don't know where these things come from.
It came from your heart.
It came from everybody. I feel everybody's guides and hearts here. It's just amazing. It's just, wow.
And Wendy, it gave me like shivers down my spine. And so then I pulled a Galactic Heritage card, and the card was Community and Association of the Worlds in Parallel.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it talks about like how we're all building this world for everybody to just, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Oh, thanks. I'm so glad that you pulled that card. That's so great. So great.
And I was hoping it was going to add up to 7, but it added up to 6. And I was like, well, we can't be too picky, can we?
It added up to what?
To 6.
It's 96. So it added up to 6. Wait,
oh,
9,
right. Okay.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 and 1 is 6. So.
Right. 6.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's actually a very important number too, because of the whole,
well, 6 and 3, and that's like the creation of
exactly. So that's very, very
and balance.
Well,
right.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah. Anybody on mute who, welcome. Anybody who wants to share.
If you want me to, I can read it. It's very short. It's only 1 page.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, okay. So it was the Association of Worlds is a unified group that includes many extraterrestrial and interdimensional species who have joined together as representatives of the galactic community. They have worked with humans for a very long time and look forward to the day when Earth people are included in this group. They represent equality, balance, and loving service. You pulled the card because you have a connection to this group that is positively affecting your life today. This card stresses the importance of building community on Earth, which prepares us for joining the community of the stars. This card refers to a unified group of ET species who formed a community millennia ago for the purpose of introducing awakening planets to the galactic family. This group is known by many names. From the perspective of an evolved species, there is no such thing as hierarchy or government in a way we define them on Earth. Thus, this group is a consortium of beings who work harmoniously together but do not enforce or make rules to live by. At their level of consciousness, such constraints are unnecessary. If you pulled this card, the meaning could be different depending on your circumstances. It could mean that you have a connection to the group that you are working with, or you are working with them consciously or unconsciously. It may also refer to your ability or desire to create a community of like-minded beings on Earth. It could also refer to a community you are already a part of and how it either needs to or will go through a powerful transformation away from hierarchy. On a planetary level, this card also refers to a community of Earth humans who, even though they might not be aware they are part of such a community, are just now beginning to awaken to the unity of all life. The message may also be for you to begin recognizing yourself as part of this community. Intuitively, feel the specific interpretation of this message deep within you and trust its guidance. How can you apply the lessons of community to your life circumstances? How fitting is that?
I can't believe how fitting that is. And the whole thing about me and teamwork and thinking about teams, the community,
working together and the new vibrations,
the galactic community, and connecting with it. Oh, wow, that is just absolutely freaking incredible. I mean, that's what a beautiful, yeah. Did you want to say something, Tammy? Go ahead.
Might I offer to this, like, amazing? So I was also called to pull cards while you were speaking, and you're not going, yes, you are going to believe this. So grow,
oh, look at that.
Plant a seed, it will grow. And the next one being success. I build my empire with my heart.
I don't believe it.
It's the same. It's like the same thing. The same exact.
I don't believe it. Did you? You know, I have a whole stack of cards here, and what do I pull? The deck that you sent me, and that's the cards you just pulled from this deck, didn't you?
I pulled them while you were.
I knew it.
And I'm not even.
Tammy just sent me this deck from California, and I just got it on St. Patty's Day.
On the new moon.
On the new moon, and it was a surprise. I was completely surprised. I had no idea it was coming, and I love this. Look at this: joy, success, harmony, and growth. Now, how beautiful! That's like what this deck represents. That's what this deck represents, and it's me, the artful living, artful living cards, and the third eye, and following our third eye, following our intuition, following our guides. And so what a perfect, it's so funny. That's really funny. I don't believe this. Okay, now you guys, I didn't shuffle. All I did was turn over the whole deck. Look. Oh my God. Plant a seed and it will grow. You can't make this shit up. I can't believe it.
Keep going.
Oh my God. Si teoria somebody que quero Korea but it's Korea. Mohino Korea basotorse bikina Korea ilikoso parasantiki. And when you're in the right frequency, meaning the perfect core vibration, tuning fork frequency to your highest core vibration, and when you're in sync and in perfect balance and harmony with your own divine feminine and your own divine masculine, and you're walking in that perfect portal of 11, all the answers that you need will come to you exactly when you need to by perfect synchronicity. And yes, we are a nation of planners. We are our consciousness of people who plan and have to fit and mold. But we are learning time is malleable. We can create time simply by the frequency that we're in. And isn't it funny how maintenance, we're told, I take care of myself. So here we are remembering we have got to take care of ourselves, body, mind, and spirit, in order for us to move in integrity. And then look what I've turned around. freedom. So here we are at Release Your Limits. I love the artwork in these cards. They're so amazing. And here's a butterfly, a symbol of spring, a symbol of rejuvenation, of transformation, of metamorphosis, of one season to another. So what just a gorgeous message for us tonight. That's really, really wonderful. I know we're getting close to time here, so I don't want to keep everyone too late, but I wanted to see. Thank you so much, Tammy. I'm so glad that we finally got to hook up. And thank you so much for the cards. I've been having so much fun. I did my very first reading video with them right after I got them. I think it was yesterday, right? I was like, God, time is just, I was like, was that yesterday? It felt like a week ago. But yet everything's now. So thank you, honey.
My gift to you is your gift to me, and thank you so much. And I shared your feedback to Dr. Shelley. I sent to her also your video, and she is so stoked and so with gratitude. And
oh, you sent her the video of the reading I did with her cards?
She said, thank you.
Oh, you did?
Well, she was dropping at the airport, and I was writing your address on the envelope.
Oh, my God. So she actually knows her, the woman who created these cards, Dr. Shelley. She actually knows her, so that's how that all came to be. But yeah, oh my gosh, I just feel I feel all special.
Oh, you are all special.
Oh my God, that's so exciting. How exciting is that, you guys? So there, I did my first reading with the cards, and the creator of the cards got to watch my video. Oh my God, how exciting is that? Oh my God.
I know. She thanked me for you, and she's so stoked, and she said, thank you for sending those. And she said, thank you for sharing the video, because she says it's just really, yeah.
Yay. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. And thank you for your comment about it. That was awesome. Yay. Love you, Jody. I know you can't talk. So, and I do want to, before I pass over you, Tammy, I just want to see if you want to give any last blessings for the evening, and then we'll go through, see if anybody wants to give any last blessings and comments before we close out.
Okay. Malana shakara shamaki lana samako lana ka shanamakori shanamakasha lana shamarki pinana ko shalene samekanamko kena nako shalamakita lala lana shokora samiki lana kushamaki pananeshana ka shalamakar shamaki dramaka lana na koshalemi slamakar shalala shamakore shamati. Thank you so very much for pulling me in and sharing. And this is the most anointed blessing in this now moment, to be able to share in this way, in this manner, and to receive from each and one of you. It feels like the most real expression, and I'm just bubbling over with joy. So blessings to each and every one of you. Sorry, I'm running out. These words
I feel it.
Tongue very well, so thank you. Thank you.
And thank you, sweet sister, and thank you for finding me and waking up and asking what's light language. And I'm so happy that we met. And yeah, I know that our lives are only just beginning to expand. So yes, everybody will be seeing lots more of Tammy too. So she'll be definitely be in more and more of my hangouts and stuff. So Katie, are you there?
I'm here. Oh, that was so amazing. Wendy, you're amazing. That song was so on point. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sahayata ki aloko patakani atarashi atata sahi ki aloko trosak manayal ko paria para siki aloko hatata ki alakwa anahayata kashi hirwata sahaya kaya manoko piara to ko sataki tashanahaya ti koloko para pananaya ti sihi trasha Namaste. Thank you. Happy Equinox. I love you all. I'm always happy to join in on these things with you guys.
Yes, Satosha. Thank you, sister. Thank you always for joining our sacred circle, our beautiful space. You always bring just such beautiful energy and delight and just angelic and elemental and just all of it. It's just the whole, all of you, every one of you, that it just imbibes and emits and imbues this energy of really encompassing all of that, every realm, every, just all of the layers of the rainbows of energy. And so such a beautiful, card to use for this evening, because
We're reflections of you, Wendy.
just it's so beautiful. I love this. I feel like we are all this beautiful mix of colorful rainbow beings, just interweaving within each other. I absolutely love it so much. Thank you, Katie. You're a delight every time you even cross my mind.
I love it.
Hey, Breezy, you there, babe?
Hey.
Hey, darling. Hey, darling.
Yeah.
Yes, what you'll see me.
I've
My
been
other
multitasking.
elemental girl.
It's like elemental right now.
Angels and elementals. I just feel this really beautiful balance today of angels and elementals. I'm really digging this energy.
Kihiri hialau no hoke shatatata. Ilau sani kiyoso ashia yahatauka. Hela hause kishiatata nekawe. I really want to thank you for that beautiful song. Oh, and so does my cat, Fletcher. He's been so impatient. That was gorgeous. That was absolutely gorgeous. And those cards, ladies, those cards.
Aren't they great? I'm just
Oh my gosh. It's just like you always say, you can't make this stuff up. So that was really amazing. You turn around the deck and which card is this? It's so funny. Here is some son here. I hope oet araat amhi kiara sahawe shie ayata. I wanted to show you this, Katie. You held up your blue kyanite before. And this is my beautiful blue kyanite that I had sitting here the whole time. And I'm like,
God, yes.
oh. And then my green kyanite, which I didn't even know existed. So as soon as I found out it existed, I'm like, that has to be.
And there's my Indian kyanite. This is the one that Bree gave me.
There it is.
Tammy, is that kyanite that you have too?
This is an
gosh.
And this is this was a really special because
For this, I know.
You have one too?
Yeah, she's got a kyanite too.
No.
What do you have there, Tammy? What is that?
It's kyanite.
Both of them?
God!
It was sitting in my lap the whole time.
And Will's got his too. I'm dead.
I don't believe
the kyanite party.
In my grid, I have plenty of blue, plenty of green, and
I have a blue kyanite here too.
She has one too.
I have a blue
my
one
Wonder
from
Orange
Will.
piece.
That's funny. I got my blue kyanite from Will and my Indian kyanite from Bree.
Has one next to her too.
Oh my God, I love this.
We actually have a kyanite party going on here.
Yeah.
So we have to look up, and
absolutely.
I forget because I forget all the amazing qualities of the kyanite. But unless one of you guys knows them like off the top of your head.
Actually, I have the page up right here.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Well, I was looking at it earlier because I told you I dreamed about it.
Oh my gosh.
She encourages the examination of all aspects of oneself to expand skills and knowledge that creates one's uniqueness of your identity. It can be used for your soul path on the earth and finding life-fulfilling vocation. It helps to connect you psychically. It uses intuitive guidance and helps you to live with integrity of purpose. It helps you to speak your truths, and it also is for balancing. It balances all of your chakras and aligns them. It clears the pathways in the meridians. It restores the chi to the physical body and promotes calmness and effect of the whole of healing in the whole being. It's particularly stimulating to the third eye chakra, and it expands the psychic awareness on all levels.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
That was awesome, Katie, because for some reason I was like, this had to come out at this whole thing with the kyanite, and what everything you just read embodies everything what was like my psychic wish for today. If you would, if you want to talk about like what would I have wanted to share, and the fact that every single one of us had one of these tonight is really great, because we have been able to send out that energy tonight. And though none of us really knew we all were holding them, here we were. So again, you guys, you can't make that up, right? Wow, isn't that amazing? Wow. See what you started, Bree?
I love this. It's so good.
This is so much fun.
Man, this is so awesome.
I love it.
Oh, wow. That was so good. Thanks for reading that, girl. Man.
Yeah, I like that you just happened to have it up, Katie, so we could go over all of the characteristics. I just so happened to do that.
So to all of you out there, I just want to reiterate that that's all you need is the intention. And no matter when you see this, know that everything that she just said is what we have been sharing tonight. We've been so I love that. This is so beautiful. I feel as if we were all telepathically connected, literally, to that essence of what kyanite came here to do with us, and what we collectively agreed that it would do for us here. So that is so freaking amazing. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Bree. I
have some more properties of kyanite if you'd like.
Oh, please.
Please share.
Kyanite never needs to be cleared.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay. It's self-clearing. It does not lose its connection to source. If you use it in a healing session, you just need to simply wave it over the person's body. That's it. You don't need to sit there and deposit it on a chakra or a point. You can, but you just need to simply wave it. And all the balance properties of in the dis-ease it's like the magic eraser. It reintroduces the balance vibration to all the spots of dis-ease. Black kyanite's amazing. Orange, green, blue, and I'm sure there's other shades that she can know. So what here?
And how awesome are we, and all of us, that we co-created this idea of crystals, and the ability to be able to distinguish one energy from another, just like we do from each other, and how unique each one is, and that even a crystal that comes from the same big crystal, if you break off each piece, each one in of itself has its own unique personality. And I think that's so awesome. I think that's so awesome, because doesn't it sort of give us the metaphor for the whole, drop of water in the ocean, and that even if you take a huge mountain of crystals and you break it into an infinite number of pieces, yet they still carry the energy of the one, yet each one has its own personality, and that you can feel that personality when you go into a shop, or when it's late, when you see it laying on the ground and it calls to you, because in of itself, it has its own essence and energy and existence and experience, yet it still was a part of what was once a whole. And it carries the energy and the experience from that as well. Isn't that a great thing, that gift that we gave ourselves as humans and crystals as a collective consciousness co-creation? How awesome is that?
It's just like us, right? We're becoming
Yes.
crystalline beings again. And
So
we
isn't
also
that-
fragmented off of the same crystal.
Exactly. And isn't that how nice we leave ourselves breadcrumbs to remember those things, and by way of permission slips like crystals. So see how awesome that is, how all things are connected. And just by you saying that, how it brought this whole amazing new element to, you know, this kind of conclusion to this beautiful, you know, gathering. So isn't that great?
Amazing Grace on YouTube said that she has a kyanite in each of her pockets.
I was just thinking about her. I was just, swear to God, I was just thinking about her. I was wondering where she, because I know she said she wasn't going to be able to make it. And I was just not thinking of her coming in here to raise her vibration. And there she is. Yay.
There
Excellent.
she is.
I'm very happy to see that she's here in our energy. Thank you, honey.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. Excellent.
I have a song I feel like I want to sing.
Oh, yay. Okay.
I don't know. It's one of I've been getting a lot of songs coming to me, a lot of melodies and stuff, and this is one of the reoccurring ones that, you know, it'll come to me every once in a while, every few days, every few weeks. So it just came to me again, and I'm like, well, all right, I guess it can add to today's beautiful gathering.
There's no time like the present.
It's a present. Okay. All right. Tayon toahen nayo roho anaya moean toahen tayo keahin taeran nayo shanahe koa nayon toahen tayo Teayon no ahen no araushan yo kae yo aran do ayan toeyo meayon toeyo toerashon totokeyat earaus soerausaneyat Kiayon toto kiaron toto kiayoshena ekeya kiaroso yanante kanta iayototo koeyan neka orenanta koeyosarantae. Thank you.
That's so awesome.
That was me all the time now.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that was great, Bree.
Thank you.
I liked it. It was I was seeing like little beings and dancing through hills and valleys and flowers and mountains, but they were also galactic, but then they were earthy. It was really, that was so great. I got the best visual.
Wow. Well, I'm really glad it's inciting beautiful visuals for you. It's just like it's one of the many lighthearted melodies that are just popping into my head.
I love
Gifts
it.
from God, or whatever you want to call it.
I love it. Nilate sanea tuko shanialuku, senaliatuko shaniatu. Oh man, isn't it great how we're just turning light languages into freaking music, man?
Yes, I love
it. Sean, hi, Sean.
Oh, hey, man.
Happy spring from Ireland. Hi.
Hi, how are y'all doing? Much love.
Much
Thanks,
love. I know it's
Sean.
very, very late for you. Siapo Ikiasa, would you like to give us an equinox blessing?
Yeah, okay. Ya te ian ya tō wai ya so na I te alaka I shike an toto takana I e te asa tawa alaka I te asu aso toko tō wamarata te iki aso shiki asa tawa ta I te a alakoto kota nana wata e te aso na shiki ata waka I te asai tona alaka ishi sana I te ana wa yana shasua hia solai te ato yana bada kai ata wata yana ala koto kuna yashi shia na wato wahe sona e te awa kai shia fono ni yata wamanata I te a kai sia ala kai shi shia na wato wa yana wata I he wakai sono.
Oh, thank you, Sean. Yeah, Shoni awakiato imaikia. So no iwani kiwako yashotokia isanat sobaru usopaikia iwanaki. Sopu imwayasha takile kiasa topasiri inaniawa ukueva sateshe sekilo ana o ainakia sotose semiasa. Thank you. It's always a pleasure and honor to be in your loving energy, Sean. Nyakoya sinikiasa. Happy equinox. Happy New Year.
I'm so happy you're here, Sean. I wanted to mention, Sean, you were one of the first people I ever heard speak light languages. I was just thinking of one of the first videos I saw. It was like you were recording the moon and you were just speaking light language. And I was just like, what is this? This is the coolest thing I've ever heard. This was like flashbacks in, 2015 or something, beginning of 2016. So I'm really glad you're here. That was lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad you're here, Bree, and I'm glad everyone's here.
Yeah, Sotoshe. Yes, Sean's one of the first people I also ever heard and conversed with in light languages. So very, very exciting. So yeah, yeah. Okay, Will, I know we should probably get this wrapped up for you too. I know it's getting late for you, my friend.
What about Temple? I'm
sorry, I thought she already gave us a blessing. Did I pass you up, my friend?
At the beginning, but there's a crowd of people in her space.
Well then,
What, Will? There's a crowd of people in my space?
Yeah, she says there's a crowd of people in your space that want to talk, I guess.
Well, I was looking through, you were talking about kyanite? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
And I was reading up on it, and I don't think I actually have any kyanite, but I did follow through with the blue and the green theme here in my grid. I've been working a lot with malachite lately, and the aventurine and lapis and labradorite. So
I took all those out today myself.
Did you?
Yes, every one of those.
So I have this new experimental archaeology thing that I want to do, but I have to research it a little bit. I want to talk about how in ancient Egypt they used malachite and lapis for eyeshadow because of the properties. And I want to actually like grind some up and use it, except like some of the rock people that I'm talking to, they're not very happy with me for wanting to do this to malachite because apparently it's got like a lot of copper and stuff in it. But anyway, that's I'll have to keep you posted on that because I think it's kind of cool. It like brings the whole history and the whole stone thing and the whole like vibrational stuff all together. So, but anyway, Will, you can go ahead. It's okay. I can like I'm I feel like I'm in a party right now, but
you're in a party.
Well, that's why I said, well, if you want,
trust me, I'm hearing what they're saying. So,
obviously he heard. He heard that you had more people to talk, and so I just wanted, we might as well, hey, go for it,
Okay, Will, do you want to go, or you want me to go, or what?
Oh, I want you to go. On
the
spot.
Okay, okay, peoples in the room, let's do a nice blessing for everybody. Okay. No hoki ai o ni ata o ia te ia hana. Guri alu o bia ia o ni ata ia o ia hono to. Ia to ia ono o to aia. Mashiku u no hudia o bia ta aia na a. Ku utu u no o ia o ni hata. Kia ashito upu o taia no ulu o dia ia na. Kia shu nai ho o bia na haia ko ota. Nia mu'u, nia hata uayana sha kiatana. Namaste. I cut them off because they could just keep going on and on and on. So
yeah, I know.
I cut the party. I cut the party short.
Yeah, we sure know that feeling. We really do. He said, "Quieto, you really, I think he's I know we could just do it all night long." Quieto,
Absolutely. Niho Toshiwa. Ishawaya na taha. Hihahana atahaka. Asahayita anata. Ashisha akana atatatashia. Ahana atayana hatahuata. Hia asha. Anaha naniha nanahuaha. Iha na achaya. Chia anata. Nisaka anya uha. Ya anaha shishia. Ike ana huata ana hashishka wishka huana hatsia tanahuata tashia. Wow, the ego paid attention a lot to that. And it's about the fire in your heart. And fanning the flames at every breath that we take. Fans the flames in our heart. And then allowing that to permeate every aspect of us, to bring joy to our little finger and our baby toe, and the ends of our hair. And you just felt that. Your ego disconnected with that, but you felt it. The joy at the end of your hair. The things we can do when we allow ourselves. And when we breathe in, we breathe in the life. And we exhale, we can exhale a smile. For when we breathe in, we are inviting in the new, the new now. And when we exhale, we are making space. We're making space. And that space is sacred. And that joy and that bliss and the divine rush in. Because this is our natural state. This is our natural being. It instantaneously returns to the bliss and the unconditional love. By simply allowing, by simply making the space. There's nothing we need to do. So no. There's nothing we need to remember. We breathe. It's what we do. Sahaya so no o so bahasasiya. So welcome to the new now. Welcome to the new day, the new year. So in the awesomeness of who you really are. Nisakaya chichko sanawaya na ayakahofa na sawa tatar shahua. Hiki wahana atarasa. Sihiki no ohosana awashisha wahua. Hiha awaha ta tesini ataka ushishahu kanawisi na yahoso uno hushishawaya. Na haya chachaka husana na awaha. Ikiwi hohoa na hasa sahua. Yaya kachacha huakimiwa sanoho soa. Sohosa sanani hisuya shishoa nawata. So feel free to jump in, Wendy. I hear him talking. Nahasa hosoa. Ishishoa sanawaha. Nice. Nanaho soa shishi. Jawana.
Sitikia Satasha Ila. I know, I was just sitting here like just loving the energy and Niatasanikia. Lisikikia tasanikila emoikia satase likiana nakia satosopalahe. Lusonoto sekila inania likiini kia tatasoshopa alakariko sono kia lisamokoa pala elekisa sonotoyi saiwa linaniaroa kalakoria sato sotoso. Shia yiwa ukoyo sote sotose sinatila kia nonoma kaleasana shotea kita sono no yara koreshe o te la casa omo toto yeshana wa alase sono toyewa sono apola casa sono te la kia nananiasha sitoyawa usanate apatashe sinatiwa alosono shotea a ani nanawa to olo nitia ishania. Allow the information to flow through you now in a whisper. No tori samiawasana to iwo koshanate siniti lasana. Now we know all the answers come to us in a breath, in a whisper. Nyokoshatiasa. Nyoto. Nianiata kishanatea sanatesa. Ono toshekeata. Itoshunakia. And we are divine. We are divine. And our silence. Liliana!
Hi, sweetheart. Hi, everyone.
Satosha, she made it. Hasatosha Kila. Happy spring, happy equinox, happy new year, new beginnings. Hello, beautiful.
Same for you guys. Same for you. Thank you. Yeah.
The representation of infinite possibilities.
I've been missing you, thinking about all of you all the time. Like I gotta get there, you know.
Woohoo! I'm so glad you got to. I'm glad you got to hop in.
Yes, thank you.
Would you like to offer us any blessings or wisdom, words of wisdom for this divine day of spring equinox?
Let me think about it. Yeah, blessing to all. You know, you blessing. It is a very nice journey, a happy journey for all of you. What else is happy and healthy, you know? And yeah, I'm happy to be here. Be missing you guys.
It's always wonderful to see your smiling, beautiful face. And thank you for all the work that you do to help everyone feel more harmonious within themselves and just live a happier existence, and appreciating all of this, what we call the simple things in life, but they are really the most profound and the most valuable. So thank you for sharing that with the world. Yeah,
thank you. You're welcome.
All of us here are just amazing bearers of light and lighthouses, and we are literally the teachers of those who want to know, how do I find my own light? How do I find my own divinity? How do I get out of my own way to just be me? And we all, in these gatherings, these galactic gatherings of lights, allow ourselves to be just who we are, but to appreciate the beauty and the profoundness of our uniqueness, and yet how we alchemize that energy together. So I have to thank Will for inviting me to do an equinox blessing and hang out together and allow us to gather again in this way, in this now, to share our own joy of the languages of lights, of our own, how we find joy in our own journey, and how by just us sharing our joy, how much we give and how much we receive by giving our joy. So thank you, Will. Thank you for inviting me to bring this sacred gathering and celebration of, once again, thank you for, here we are again, getting to celebrate spring again together. I mean, this is just, it just doesn't get better than this, you know. Truly beyond belief, my wildest imaginations.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you for hosting. The third text message was, your place or mine. And yes, good choice, your location, because yes, I have no start button. But
what a trooper he is. Reiki with Will on Thursday nights, almost consistently. Tech problems or not, he still creates the sacred space for all of us, also at his place, for all of us to come and to just be and relax and meditate and flame up that Aquarian fire within us all, and just be together and be love. And so please visit his site, his YouTube channel, and and if any of you are physically in Rochester, New York, he's a Reiki master teacher, Aquarian fire master teacher. So if you're in the area, please visit him personally. He also offers private sessions. Physically, are you doing them over the internet as well?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Since you're plugging, there's a Lemurian light workshop on 5 magical mountains. We're starting on Mount Rainier on Memorial Day weekend, and then going to Mount St. Helens, and then Mount Hood, and then Crater Lake, who's formerly known as Mazama, and then culminating one of my favorite spots on the planet, the White Mountain, Mount Shasta. And Katie, do you want to plug it?
Plug what?
She's like, plug what?
Plug what? Plug the awesomeness that's happening at the end of September and the beginning of October, which is we're traveling to Machu Picchu, creating awesomeness there. in Cusco in the Sacred Valley, and Puno in the Stargate at Puno, and Lake Titicaca. Arashikiwi Sono Otoko Shikoyasasa.
Wow, that's quite the adventure. And yeah, Will's got the details. He's already started posting. You already posted it, I think, on your Google Plus page, right?
Yes.
For
and
the
Facebook as well.
and
Email me, Reiki with Will. Oh, for the mountains, it's only $111 per mountain. Spirit keeps telling me there's others that are coming to lead. Brian Lucchese, the wellness hero, and Jim Charles from Human Colony. He's going to come and channel some stuff and allow spirit to come. That's what we're basically doing. We're connecting with the Lemurian energy. The pureness of it. Gaia and the mountains are going to teach us. We're going to trigger remembrance, bring forth some Lemurian healing, some Lemurian wisdom. Join us for the fun.
That's quite the endeavor. That's really that's really exciting. And maybe with a little manifestation, you never know. I might create a little magic and end up on that mountain myself. So you never know if I may.
Oh, watch what did you know what you just did? You can just wave your magic wand right now.
I got my Wendy the witch. Oh, and actually she's even got a wand too.
Yes.
She is. There's my girl. She's got her wand. Wendy.
Well, Wendy, I've been telling you for a long time that I see you on the mountain. I see you on the
mountain. And I love how all of us are getting this pull to engage with Gaia, engage with the mountains and the seas and the oceans, and speak our languages and open these portals of light and love so that we can pour this angelic, galactic illuminations and light up the world and help Gaia raise her frequency and all of us into this higher dimensional energy. And so I'm loving how all of us are being guided to take it to the mountain, you know. I just love it. I got all my stones on. I got gifts from all of you from all over the world are all here with me right now. I'm wearing them. They're on me. They're around me. I feel all of your energy with me. So yeah, if you guys are interested in the trip, get with Will. And it was just being at that retreat in Arkansas and being at that mountain. What was the name of it, Will? I always forget. Where we did the nut.
Oh, Hickory Nut Vista.
Hickory Nut Vista, man. That was like, oh my God. It was like a galactic experience.
Spirit picked a spot.
It was just amazing. And so really, if you guys can get to these places and retreats or just go by yourself and spend time, just finding these sacred spaces. And I'm just loving seeing how all of these people and the people that Bree knows and the Pyramid Conference. And so I'll get with everybody here. So yeah, definitely glad you brought that up about your trip, Will, because that's really, boy, that's ambitious. And that's coming up already at the end of May. So that's really cool. And yeah, I really would like to be there. So, and I wanted to thank also Alicia for coming from Temple Beautiful. Please visit her sites as well. She's got LBCC historical. She's a historical apothecary. So when she was talking about grinding up, things for makeup, well, that's because that's what she does for a living. She looks up the recipes of ancient recipes and older and recipes from all the different parts of the world and recreates them in their authenticity and their purity. And she recreates these beautiful products for us to use. And so she's got an Etsy shop and Facebook page. And so please visit her site. She's got a lot of wonderful products. Yet I still need to go shopping over there myself. I keep thinking about her every time I need to go get lip balm. She's like, I really make a lot of really great lip balm.
Are we talking about me?
We were talking about you, baby. See,
Oh.
she knew we were talking about lip balm. So yes, where I was just telling everybody about your historical apothecary shop and how wonderful, just the wonderful work that you're doing. And then the Temple Beautiful line is really her idea of taking the actual ancient Egyptian recipes and recreating them for use today. And to be able to take it to the next level and infuse it with light languages and is just, as far as I'm concerned, phenomenal, you know? So yeah, I was talking about you.
Thank you. I'm prepping for like a nice bath with Epsom salts and all that fun stuff. So I'm like running around and I'm like, oh, she said lip balm. I wonder if that's me.
That's you. So yeah, so there you go. And actually that's something I have to admit, you guys, that right now where I live right now, I still don't have an actual bathtub. I've been here almost 1 year without a bathtub. And I'm like, so need to take a bath. I mean, like a bath, now I use Epsom salts and I use it in my, Epsom salt washes and things, but oh my God, talk about being grateful to just be able to take a bath. I'm like ready to go rent a hotel room just so I can go take a bath. I'm just like, so you talking about the sea salts and salt baths, and that's something I want to remind everybody about. When you are bathing every day, every time you think about it, talk to your body, talk to your toes and your fingers and your legs, and appreciate your skin and your body and your organs. Do it telepathically, connect with yourself, ask your body what it needs. It loves being in sea salts. It's part of connecting to the earth. As we were talking about earlier, the scents, and essential oils. And so everything is about connecting to everything. So I love her work and her idea that she's taking these recipes and bringing them back and taking the purity and because we're all now coming really kind of, sorry about that, full circle. We're coming full circle now of how we want to get away from, the chemicals and all that, and how we want to bring this essences of the true of Gaia, the gifts from Gaia. So I just wanted to kind of appreciate your work and let everybody know what you do. And so tell everybody where they can find you, honey.
Oh, I appreciate you, Wendy. Thank you. We're all over. If you guys just type in LBCC Historical in Google, you can find us. We have 2 channels. We have the Temple Beautiful channel on YouTube, and we also have an LBCC Historical channel where if you want to see me use really random, like old-fashioned irons that you heat on fires, like remember Wendy when you were like, did I just see that right? Did you just put that on your hair? Do you remember that? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, so we just do things. Like we use implements that haven't been used in over like
I'm looking at her like, oh no, she isn't. Oh no, she's not. I'm like, she's gonna use that on her hair. Oh my God, she's gonna use that on her hair. I'm just like, she's got the old-fashioned iron, literally curling iron, like over the stove. And I'm like, you're gonna put that on her hair.
It'll grow back,
like, well,
right?
that's how they used to do it. That's how you get these beautiful waves. I'm like, that's how you get them beautiful waves.
Oh yeah,
but I love it. I love that you do that, and she's really passionate about it, and she's also like a historical seamstress, and it's got to be like authentic, so yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm
like, if I time jumped right now, you couldn't tell the difference. That's what I'm talking about,
seriously. She actually looks, especially when she dresses in this stuff, she looks like she is actually in that time period, you know. So it's actually pretty cool how we reenact that, all that stuff too, and then the whole Egyptian goddess part of us too. So I love how we're recreating ourselves here. So that's really great. So yeah, check out our stuff. It's really awesome. And
filled with codes and all kinds of fun things.
Exactly.
Fun
Well, and
things.
that's the thing too, is that now that we understand things about light languages and light codes and intentions, and how if crystals can hold things and water can hold things, well, then what can we do with even our bath water and our food and our water, and what, you know, we don't even understand the power that we have. And so I love how we gather in these, to talk about this stuff, to remember the things that are the ancient ones, if we want to call it the ancient ones, or our galactic ones, or our ancestors, or our angels, our guides, the shaman. We are all shaman inside of us. We all are connected to the earth, and we want to remember how to, you know, use these in the purest forms, you know, that they are. So yeah, so thank you for your work. So Tammy, tell us, what's your claim to fame, you Miss Hypnotherapist and all that? Is there I just want to thank you for being here, and just share whatever your gifts and abilities might be that you might like to share with the world as well before we close.
Oh, that's a lovely invitation. Thank you. I don't even know where to begin, but I'll start with the new now. And that is, after 30 years of being a trans mental health therapist, I've now explored and studied in California with a doctor who's doing phenomenal work in hypnosis. And so I've just become a clinical hypnotherapist. And I am so excited because so much of the light languages is going to support that work, and the working with children, where most of my communication with them in years of assessment has been telepathic. And so they have been my most profound teachers. And that's what's guided me to kind of leave the system that's no longer serving and create one. So I'm really
that's a leap of faith too, and saying that I'm going to leave my old belief systems and walk into what brings me joy. So
yeah, so that neurolinguistics, and you know what? The children are arriving in droves, and I have
yay!
So they're just there, and the continued practice of being student teacher is active and ongoing. And this extends to parents and families and anybody, because it simply works. And I just want to, sorry, I know it's getting late for everybody. I just want to comment that my observation and my participation tonight has been precisely all the training I've received. So it's no different. It's just at the core of who we are, and it's the most ancient wisdom. And it's just calling back that which, or bringing forward and calling into the now, that which is our true essence. And that's how I see the work. So
that's a very good point to make. Actually, very good point to make.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. You see a lot of people getting into that, the quantum the quantum hypnosis techniques and all of that. Now we're beginning to understand that, you know, this is the old, but it's the new old. It's the, you know, it's bringing into the age of Aquarius, much like the holy fire and the Aquarian fire. We're bringing it into this new age, this new awareness, this new this new energy, and infusing it in a different way, and dropping the old beliefs and labels. And I remember even you said, I wish we could call it something else besides hypnotherapy, because it's like you said, it's what we already know. It's channeling, it's connecting to our higher selves, it's connecting to our parallel lives.
Absolutely.
So it really is no different. So I like how we're beginning to blur the lines, and show that science is spiritual and spiritual world is science. There is no difference. It's both. So thank you for that. And now she's in Canada. So yeah, and I love how we're connecting all over the place. So, and tell everybody where you're at in Canada in case they want to come and see you.
Well, I'm just on the border of Niagara Falls. So actually, Will, I'm not too far from you.
I forgot about that.
Right? You're really just a stone throw away. So
I forgot about that. You guys totally should hook up and do like an event together, and we'll host it, or, we'll do it together. That would be really a lot of fun. I would like that a lot.
Well, Wendy, when
Absolutely.
I'd love that. I'd be honored. And Wendy, when you read your messages, you'll see that at the precise moment, just a hair fragment sooner than you saying that you want to go with Will to the mountains, I said, I know where we're going to be, sister. Manifest away, and then you.
I'll tell you what. If I'll go if I have a companion. That would make it a little easier for me. We'll talk. We'll talk.
But all my love, there's so much more to co-create with each of you, and
But we have lots of more events like this that we're going to be talking about a lot more things. So I just wanted to I want everyone to just shine in their own light, and so that's what I really love to do. So thank you for sharing that and bringing your light to the world and to us tonight. So and I also wanted to say hello to Liliana if she's still there. She also has a website by the name of Infinite Possibilities, and so she's also spreading love and light all over the world, and she's always writing things up on her site and sharing things with the world, and inviting people to just be better versions of themselves every day and living a joyous life of embracing the simple pleasures, but realizing that that's how we really feed our souls is with all of that. And so Infinite Possibilities, maybe tell us just a little bit about what direction you're going with your world and your infinite possibilities.
Hey, hello. Yes, what I'm teaching right now is how to have a healthier life, a happier and healthier life. And I just team up with a friend who she knows a lot about an alternative or natural medication, natural, let's say, treatments. So we are teaming up to work with people to take them to health in a natural way without drugs. So yes, I'm giving workshops. I'm having my first workshop on Friday. 47 people already signed up for it. So we'll see how it goes. What?
Physical workshop? I mean, yeah. Are you guys in your place where you're at?
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
So now you're in Albuquerque, New Mexico, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So there's Liliana. So if any of you guys are interested in meeting her or working with her her services or her workshops, she's in Albuquerque, New Mexico. See, isn't this fun? I love that we're all over the place. This is so great. I love it. That's wonderful. How exciting that you're doing this work now.
Yeah, it is fun. It has been kind of interesting how since I opened the health and wellness center, let's say like that, which is in my house, everything has been like opening like easier and easier. So a kind of bunch of miracles, let's say miracles or magic.
Well, there you go. See, create the space and those of the frequency will come because they're looking for all of you to be who you are so that they can come and join you. So how wonderful that is. That's very exciting. And boy, this girl, talk about credentials. This girl's got all kinds of credentials. She's even a veterinarian. So you go, girl. I love it. She's like, yeah, I love being in school. Well, I love that you love learning. And that's what she said. I just love learning. And so I like that. I love that you love learning and that you share that with the world. So thank you. Thank you for bringing your light and beauty and energy and joyful living to the world.
Yes. Everybody has to have a very happy life because what I believe, Wendy, is like the better we feel, the better, the closer we are to spirit, So that's exactly what I'm teaching. I'm teaching people to feel better and to deal with anything that they are dealing with. I mean, know how to deal with any kind of problem. So if they know how to feel, people knows how to sync their good feelings into their heart, they create for themselves a better world, and altogether we're gonna create a better world for everyone, I guess.
And this is why we gather like this together, so that we all get, exactly. This is so wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm all of you. Thank you. Breezy, are you there?
Yes.
Hi. I just wanted to give Bree a chance to say hello and
hello and goodbye.
And goodbye. And I just wanted to Bree's been helping me with a lot of my work, and I've been very excited about that. And so she and I have been taking her technical expertise to the next level. So she's been helping me out with creating my website. And so I just wanted to give you the opportunity, to Bree, to let everybody know maybe what's been exciting you lately and where you, I don't know, just whatever you want to say say about yourself. And I wanted to thank you for all your help and all your technical help as always, and always being so willing to come and help with these events and be my support and my tech support and my friend support and all of that. So I'm happy to be working together, and I'm happy to see that you are also taking your gifts and abilities and shining them in a way that's going to make you more happy and joyous and prosperous. And I just wanted to let everybody know too, that doesn't already know, that Bree's also working on the second global light language global pyramid conference. I keep wanting to speak light languages. And so he's working on that. That's coming up in September as well. So that's something she's been diligently working on and finishing up.
September 20th through the 23rd. This year, and it'll be in Chicago, and the website is globalpyramidconference.com, and it's on the healing power of pyramids this year. So we actually have medical professionals and medical researchers who are coming to share evidence about all the different ways that pyramid energy is beyond.
And you're still you still have openings for vendors, I understand. Is that correct?
We have a few left, but it's filling up really fast.
So
surprisingly fast.
And of course, to be an attendee, you can sign up to be an attendee or a vendor, or and then do you also have what was the other one? We
have vendors and healers this year.
And healers, yes. And so
but it's only pyramid related stuff that we're
and it's open to the public. So if any of you are even in the area during that time and want to come in and peruse even just the vendor tables,
the vendor healer areas,
the vendors and the healers. If you can't attend the whole conference, or you don't want to see the speakers or whatever, feel free to come into the hotel and browse. And there's lots of great stuff to be purchased. And so
it's going to be amazing. We have so many cool people with so many cool products.
And Bree's kind of launching her own thing too, with getting people set up on their own websites and things like that. So if that's something that any of you in the spiritual community are interested in and need help with getting yourself launched and marketed and branded and websited and all that, I think that's something that excites Bree, at least in this moment. And so if there's anything that anybody can, any way that she can help you out too, where can we find you, Bree? Well, right now,
you can find me on Facebook.
There you go. Or you can find her through me, or you can if you can find out, and I don't know if you want to give out your Gmail, but if you don't, that's okay. And if that's anything she can help you out with, we'll hook you up. So
definitely.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, and blessings to everybody, and happy equinox and happy new astrological year, and things just keep getting better and better and better. And I tell you, if I were to share all the incredible experiences I've seen just at people in my own personal life awakening at such a fast pace, and I'm just blown away by it. It's like everything is happening now. It's all just pouring out. It's pouring into the collective, and this is just going to keep increasing at an exponential rate. So we really have to focus on, if we choose to, to focus on what we want to see in the world instead of what we don't want to see, and be the change you wish to see, because it really makes a huge difference. So thank you, Wendy, for putting this together. I have to go to sleep because I have to wake up early to teach English classes to adorable Chinese children online on a cute animated program.
Just another thing just another one of her many talents, teaching.
It's so cute. I love them. So I have.
And she also speaks Japanese. So if anybody wants to learn Japanese, or
that's the whole. I'm getting back into that.
If you want to learn English and you speak Japanese,
I've been contemplating. I want to go to Japan again so bad. So I'm working on figuring out when I can make it there. Yay. So.
Yeah, I love this, and I love all of this. Thank you all for being here tonight and sharing all of your beautiful lights, gifts, abilities, your beauty, your love, your energy. Will, again, it's always a wonderful pleasure to be in your energy and these events together. From every realm. I thank you. I thank all of you. Sodotambikila e posotoshopalia hanakalia kesitase sodoshonoviala e satoshanara. Thanks for staying up late for me, Will. Yashokea. Sita shakia. Yeah, sotose. So I'm going to take us off the air right now. Anything you want to say before we leave, Will? Nia sotoshopikilakia.
Konanaria takaho susakaya. Infinite blessings, infinite gratitude to you, Wendy. I knew when I first saw your face that we had a connection. And when I heard you speak, I'm going, I know your peeps. I thoroughly appreciate how we have grown together and how we share this path. It is my highest bliss. So with joyous, willful gratitude.
Thank you all. And thank you, Sean. I know it's late at night there. The middle of the night. Thank you all for being with us tonight in this way as we gather again in this galactic gathering of lights. And remember that each and every one of you are a beautiful shining beacon, speaking a language of light, no matter what you do, where you go, what you do in your life, how you express your joy. You are always a language of light. And it is in my divine grace and gratitude that I leave you in this beautiful energy, and thank you for making this moment, this now, greater, and more beautiful and more bright. Mahala, namaste. Yeah. Languages of lights. I love you.